Today, we're going to be answering a really interesting question, and that is, who has been the absolute worst brawlers in the year of 2025 so far? So, I'm not talking about this current meta. We see tier lists all the time, which brawlers you want to max out, which brawlers are best to use in this game mode. This list is literally overall in every single game mode, which brawler is the worst. To come to the conclusion of basically who has been the most down bad, who has received the worst love in the community from Adrian. So we're going to be utilizing this website, Brawlytics, designed by some of my favorite people inside the community. I'm sure you guys have heard of Pineapple. He's done so much here inside the Brawl Stars community, as well as Chosen. Dude, we feature this guy all the time in the videos. So to break down how brawlers are ranked here, we have a meta score for each brawler, and I'm showing you guys the #1 brawler in the game for a very long time across all game modes based on this meta score. Cordelius. I don't want to spoil much more than that. So the way that the meta score is calculated is one by win rate as well as use rate, and there's a little bit more weight in win rate rather than use. So with this, the brawler with the highest win rate as well as use rate combined will have the highest meta score. For example, here I'll show you #2. Charlie is #2 across all game modes, including ranked, having a higher win rate than Cordelius, but a little bit of a lower use rate. So you guys get the picture. Now, what's even more interesting is you can take a look at the history of the meta score across 2025, or at least since this website was created in April of 2025. So I guess not all of 2025, but it's a good picture. And it updates every single day, showcasing the position or the rank of every single brawler in the game based on the meta score. Now, to take it one more step further, we're going to be trying to win with these brawlers, the most down bad brawlers of 2025. But starting off with the 5th worst brawler for a very long time, we have Clancy, believe it or not. Clancy's average rank amongst all the brawlers has been sitting at a 78.88, so about 79th place overall amongst all the brawlers. You can see the interesting spike when he was absolutely broken, but when a brawler's too broken, the come down effect seems to be just insane. I have no idea why I ended up pushing all my brawlers to 1,000 trophies, man. I just make it harder on myself. One, I haven't played with Clancy in forever. I don't know if it's you guys, but like once you get a 1K, all the desire or like necessity to push a brawler kind of goes away. So once I got him, I haven't played with him in forever. And I haven't played Showdown in a hot minute, dude. It's been a really long time. So let's just try not to take last place. At least we have an excuse that we're using the worst brawlers of 2025. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to play this passive, dude. This is how I've always played Showdown, man. I'm not an aggro person in Showdown, that's for sure. We got Shelly coming for me? Come on, Cord. Let's take out the Shelly, huh? Ooh, okay. He's probably coming for me, right? I'm just too nervous to play this game mode. Yep, and we got an Edgar. Maybe I should have used the freaking dash gadget. This is Showdown, fellas. This is Showdown. We're going to see a lot of lost trophies in this video, I got a feeling. But rounding the corner to the 4th worst brawler for a very long time, it's going to be going to Barley. Barley has had an average rank out of all the brawlers in the game of 79.11. So 79, right? Look at that meta history. So much red. Little yellow. Orange. Down bad Barley. I challenged myself to play Showdown only in this episode, and you guys already know I'm screwed here in Showdown with Barley at 1,000 trophies. An Edgar, a kit, anything like that. But also I wanted to mention the thing that I kind of like about this type of ranking is the fact that it takes every single game mode into account, right? So I feel like a lot of the time with like rankings and like tier lists out there, a lot of it is through the lens or the perspective of someone who like plays a certain game mode or certain things in Brawl Stars the most. So whether that's like ranked, trophy grinding in 3v3s in Brawl Ball, pushing, you know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty interesting look-see of like who is being used or who is being used the least and the least effectively in the game. Get away from me, please. Do people just bush camp in this game? This is just gonna be a rage compilation, man. I am forfeiting my trophies for the sake of this video, dude. I need to get on the Showdown practice grind. What the frick, man? Why the frick do I do this to myself? The next brawler ain't gonna be any easier. The 3rd worst brawler for a long time has been Sprout here. Look at that average. Oh my goodness. An average of 80 amongst all the brawlers, bro. We have a tiny little dot there at about 70 for Sprout, but that's the highest since this website has been created. I am so screwed yet again, bro. Oh my goodness. Do I have to sweat? Should I bring out Sweaty Boy Ray, or are we doing commentating Ray? I'm not sure what we should do in this episode. Maybe we just take the L's as they come with grace, okay? Maybe we should do... And we got an egg right here, and we got a Mortis right here. You guys see the dilemma? Why these brawlers are the worst in the entire game? Sure, Mortis, do it to me, buddy. Did I even have a chance? Should I drift it towards the Edgar and wait for him to get my super, or should I just let the Mortis ravage me? Like, what are we supposed to do here? I was about to say in the commentary section for Sprout that honestly, it's weird to see some of these brawlers positioned on the list just because, like, I have pushed them to rank 1,000 or 1,000 trophies recently, and it didn't seem like that bad or anything like that. But if you really think about it, when was the last time you saw Sprout, like, really dominating in the meta in, like, any game mode? You know what I mean? It, like, kind of does make sense, but it also does when you think about these brawlers. When was Clancy ever felt, like, amazing since he got, like, nerfed into the ground a while ago, you know? But we are rounding the corner to the second worst brawler, and this one, honestly, was the second most surprising to me, and that's going to be going to 8-Bit, believe it or not. Super surprised to see this. 8-Bit has had an average rank of 84.67, dude. I feel like he was somewhat decent on a few, like, gem grab maps for ranked. I've seen him picked quite a bit, but other than that, he's been relatively bad since the month of April, right? For the last, like, 4 months, 2025, since this website has been a thing. To me, this one, like, I feel like 8-Bit hasn't been that bad in the game, but maybe he's just a really niche character with how he is, like, positioned in the meta or how good he is, right? Like, I'm trying to think the game modes that I would use him in. Maybe some gem grab maps, but then also, like, maybe a few hot zone maps, maybe heist, but the mobility is, like, a big detriment to this dude. I feel like maps where control is the most important thing, 8-Bit can kind of do good, but, like, I wouldn't want to use him in heist, you know what I'm saying? You can hold lane, but if you die, it just takes forever to get back into lane, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm an 8-Bit enjoyer and I'm a little bit biased, who knows? But we're starting things off a little bit better this game, right? Hey, we got 3 cubes above our head and we don't have people just absolutely destroying us right off the rip. But I'm not going to make the same mistake that I made a few games ago where we just walked into a bush. We got a no showdown. Okay. Chill, bud. Chill. I'm sorry, RT. I didn't mean it, bro. Please. I'm just trying to get some freaking trophies here. I'm sick of losing. RT! That's enough! You already got your super, bro. You're just showing your position. Trying to get pinched. Alright, I think the only way we're actually going to do good in this game at 1,000 trophies, I'm not a showdown main. I'd never play this high in trophies in showdown. It's just play passive, dude. Try to push people around. Alright, Lily. Let's collapse in on this guy, huh? I'm trying to help, man. Alright, Lily, go ahead. We're putting the station here. She's trying to get super off me. Wait. RT. I just get too nervous in this game mode, I feel like, man. Come on. Oh, she's gonna kill me, 100%. Yep. Gosh dang it, dude, I suck. 1 trophy, baby. We'll take that. We're going in the right direction. Yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of bad to see 8-Bit not being so meta for such a long time. I really enjoy the gameplay of 8-Bit. It reminds me of Colt, right? Just not as much mobility. I said 8-Bit was the second most surprising one because this one really, really shocked me. Call me a person who's still traumatized by their release. Lawrie has been the worst brawler in the game for the last, like, 4 months, right? Since that website. Look at that red, bro. 85.18%. Just a little bit below 8-Bit. Now, as this website gets older and older and has more and more data, it'll be much more interesting to look at, seeing that we only do have 4 months here. But you can kind of see towards the beginning, like, there was kind of a up curve there. Maybe it was getting close to when he was actually, like, insane. But maybe, just maybe, the running theory is, like, if a brawler is too broken upon release, like your Clancy's or your Lawrie, the appropriate nerfs that follow can like really show a big detriment to the character for the next upcoming metas. This one I guess was just surprising in the sense that I still feel the ramifications or the feelings, the ill feelings of when Lawrie was just ravaging the meta. But I do have to say, when I was pushing Lawrie to 1,000 trophies, I felt like he wasn't like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not much like kill power potential. He's really good at like control and whatnot. But I do have to say, once he gets that hypercharge, we might be saying a different story here when the update comes out, right? His hypercharge, I think, is like one of the best, if not the best, in the batch that are coming out in the update. So a little bit nervous about that, man. But bro, why are we playing with so many lobbers? The lobbers are kind of down bad the last couple months, right? 4 months or whatever. Please no Edgars or Morty come my way, please. Do we just bush camp? I'm down bad for the trophies, man. I'm so down bad. Yep, look at this. What does a guy gotta do, man? I hate Showdown. We got absolutely destroyed in this episode, dude. Hey, do I blame myself? Or do I blame the Brawlers being bad? Or do I blame Showdown with the Edgars and stuff? Let's just say it's a mixture, huh? But super interesting. I'll leave a link in the description down below to the website we used in this episode today. It's really interesting. I've been a fan of it for a while. And if you guys would like to see more tier lists or rankings utilizing it, be sure to let me know. But let me know what you guys are thinking about the list. Really interested in what you guys have to say. But yes, hopefully you all enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Adios, take care.